This is the box that I have been waiting for. This is the new Onewheel Pint X. It's a pint with the features of the XR. Or so they say. Let's find out. What? That's so annoying!
Up there?
I'm looking for music.
Well, it's not up there.
You're right. This video is brought to you by Epidemic Sound. If you don't know this, I've been using Epidemic Sound for all of the songs and sound effects in every YouTube video for longer than I've making videos about the Onewheel, longer than I've even been riding the Onewheel. So that's, I don't know, 4 years? I don't know, it's a long time. It's because it's good. They have something like 35,000 songs and 90,000 sound effects, and they're updating it constantly. So what I like to do is about once a week, I just check out their latest tracks and I start listening, seeing what I like, seeing what I love, and then I save anything that I might want later. So if you're a video creator or an aspiring video creator, you're gonna need music, you're gonna need sound effects, and I think Epidemic is the place to look. Because Epidemic owns 100% of the rights to all of the songs on their platform, you don't ever have to worry about a new label or artist manager just flagging your songs and knocking them down. It's worry-free, it's fantastic quality, and if you like the songs in any of my videos, that's where they're coming from. If you click the link down in the description right now, you get a 1-month free trial, and what's awesome is that you don't have to worry about copyright strikes or video takedowns. Even if you choose not to use their service after that free trial, any songs that you use in a video during that time are good to stay there on your video, on your channel, forever. So no worries there. Thank you so much, Epidemic. Thank you so much, person that I'm looking at right now watching this video. Click the link down in the description. Check out Epidemic, 1-month free trial. You're gonna love it. We're number one. We're number one. It was a week or so ago, and Onewheel had this kind of surprise unveiling announcement keynote called Uncharted, and it was a funny viewing experience because I had no idea what was coming. At the very beginning, my good pal Jack gets on stage, and he's like, here it is, the all-new Onewheel Pint X. It's a new pint? I mean, the pint is a lot of fun. And I watched it thinking like, all right, cool. It fixes my main issues I had with the pint, which is that I wish it was faster and I wish it had more range. And then Jack gets off stage and the chat was like, people were mad. A lot of people were like, no, boo, because they wanted a premium flagship board. And I just remember thinking like, no, this is great because now I don't have to lust after the next premium Onewheel. I'm fully happy with my XR. It's my favorite thing in the world until they announced the new premium flagship, the Onewheel GT. Oh my gosh. But that's for another video, I hope. This video is about the Onewheel Pint X, the faster, further, pocket rocket, put it in your pocket. I said pocket choice. And to my great delight, the next day, a Onewheel Pint X showed up in the mail for me with just a note that says, here you go, you might be one of the first people in the whole world to shred this little thing. So if this is your first time considering a Onewheel purchase, I wanna help you figure out what might be the right board for you. And if you're a Onewheel owner, I wanna help you figure out, should you be upgrading, side grading, adding to your stable? What are you gonna do? Is the Pint X for you? Is it for me? Let's find out. It was almost 3 years ago that I reviewed the original Onewheel Pint, and my main takeaway was this. It's so much fun, but it's not an XR. It's not the board you're gonna go hit these massive trails, adventure to new parts of the city. In my opinion, skip the original Pint. If that's the size you want, if you want that nimble little pocket rocket for the city, absolutely get the Pint X. The range is worth it. However, you just can't beat the stability and power you get on an XR. It is otherworldly. I feel so much more at home and at peace when I'm on an XR. Part of that comes down to the fact that it has much larger foot pads. My feet fit a lot better, whereas on the Pint and the Pint X, my heel and toes hang over a little bit on the edge, and I found that that actually makes even engaging those front sensors a little bit more difficult for me. But someone like my wife or my daughter actually standing on the XR, the board feels enormous on them, and they would feel much more comfortable on the smaller boards. So if you're someone who's, you know, smaller than 6 feet, I think the Pint X is the way to go.
Got the light?
Yeah, you got the light.
The Pint is really positioned as that beginner board, that entry-level board, the board that's gonna get you hooked. However, my gut feeling is that the XR is easier to learn on. So to test that out, we've got little baby Davey behind the camera. I'm gonna teach Dave to ride a one wheel for the first time in his whole life, and we're gonna start on the Pint X, and then maybe we'll throw him on another board and see what he thinks.
Wait, are you, no, don't do it. What are you doing? Oh, is it not on yet?
not on.
Oh my God, I'm so scared. Okay, so you got a power button right here.
Okay,
Press it one time. Makes a click.
I see
You-
that. What's that mean?
This here, there's a car coming by. Across the light bar, there are a bunch of these white LEDs, and from there, it's going to show you how much battery you have left. In order to activate the board, your foot needs to be activating both the heel side and the toe side sensor. Once you have both the heel and the toe side activated, what you're gonna wanna do is step up onto it, okay? And once it's level, the board's gonna activate. Let's do one more thing. Let's turn Simple Stop on for you.
Yeah, please.
So now what that means is you can either ride forward, right? Or
Yeah,
if you go in
excellent.
reverse, see how it just
Magenta.
takes itself off. Yeah, exactly. Forward or reverse, it turning
It
itself
stops.
off.
Okay. Got my hat on. I'm ready to be safe. I'm just gonna live on top of this thing.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, you're on.
I'm on. I'm on.
Okay, you're on. Now let's ride forward a little bit. It's one of those things where it's actually more comfortable to be rolling than standing.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, hey, hey. All right.
I do feel like a tiny baby.
Look at you're like
I'm doing it.
you're properly moving for me. All right. Now we're cruising. How you feeling? Got it. All right.
It literally feels like the first time I rode a bike. Both in exhilaration and how terrified I am.
Here, do you want to hop on and see what this one feels like?
Okay, I'm up.
Yep. You can start
That
riding.
platform technique was key.
Here, I'm going to hop on the
This is
pump.
way better.
Wait, baby Davey's got an opinion. Hold on, let me catch that on camera.
This is way better. This
Really?
is way more stable, and I'm thinking less. I'm riding more intuitively. I feel like I have more platform for my feet.
Yeah.
I feel so much more confident by like 25%. That's a lot considering I've only been riding for 5 minutes.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
It's been a few days with the one wheel. How have
Yeah.
you found it so far?
Well, let me tell you, I bought a pint.
That extra 2 miles per hour is very welcome. I often found when I was commuting from home to the studio, as someone who's very comfortable on a one wheel, I wanted to go faster. And when you reach those top speeds, you start feeling pushback where the nose goes higher and the board is saying, hey, slow down, be safe, slow down. One of the big differences between the Pint and the XR boards is not just when it pushes back, but how it pushes back. So the Pint has a more aggressive pushback that's kind of like, oh Nelly, like he's really... The XR is much more gentle and subtle, and you can kind of ride through it if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, please never ride through pushback. This is a safety warning. Never ever ignore pushback unless you are unbelievably comfortable. Don't be an idiot, you will get hurt. I've broken more than one bone, but thankfully it gives that to you about 2 miles per hour faster. I'm much more comfortable commuting on it, and when you're going off-road, you're not really hitting those top speeds anyways, so it's kinda in between. It's a half step, in my opinion. I have a few friends who've already tested out the range. Talon made a great video where he actually got it all the way up to 19 miles of range, and he's a full-grown man. He weighs more in beard than I do, and in whole my whole body.
All right, here we go. Pint power, baby.
And also I saw on Instagram, the Float Life team actually tested it out on a trail against the XR, and I'm pretty sure they found the Pint X got even more range than the XR. So the stated 12 to 18 miles, I would say they're actually underestimating that a little bit, but you're definitely going to be in that ballpark. No issues there. Onewheels are more fun with more people. So I think the Pint X makes a great entry-level board, but you're probably gonna fall so madly in love that eventually you're either gonna want an XR or a GT. I think the Pint X makes an incredible second board. If you already own an XR and you just want a board that maybe you can share with people, I think the Pint X is absolutely the way to go because you can use it as an around town grocery getter, but it'll also perform fantastically on trails, off-road. And unlike the Pint, you don't really have to worry as much about your friend's board dying too quickly or them not being able to keep up with you. You can both ride a good, comfortable speed and get where you need to go, even if it's 18 miles away. As an aside, if you're curious about how we shot the introduction to this video, I'll ramble a little bit. Working on a behind the scenes video, we shot all of that. Subscribe if you'd like to see how we put together videos like this. And also subscribe if you wanna learn more about Onewheels and electric vehicles, because I've got another video coming up about the XR and if it's obsolete now. Been working on that for over 18 months. And I'm hoping we get to test the GT. And then I've got an InMotion V12, which is an electric unicycle that goes 70 kilometers an hour and has like a bajillion miles of range that I'm about to test out. So subscribe if you like electric vehicles, subscribe if you like filmmaking, subscribe if you don't hate me, and unsubscribe if you hate me. Thanks for watching. You are my best friends, my only friends, my true confidant. You might be asking yourself, is this a good boat alternative? No. This is the moment of truth, actually, because we set up all these tennis balls hoping it would be the tennis ball colored one. If it's not, these tennis balls are just weird. It's blue!